Today is the day you start becoming the self-compassionate, empowered, and motivated version of yourself that you always wanted to be. Are you ready to explore your untapped potential? Welcome to Untapped. I'm your host, Starla, and I'm about to help you reach your ultimate goals every time we chat and we tap. So let's go. It's time for you to take control of your life, and it starts today. Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me again today. I have just had the most wonderful, relaxing weekend break. I went to the Sea Life Centre with my son and was incredibly blown away by what they had there. I thought I was just going to see some beautiful tropical fish, and I was just bowled over by these gorgeous otters, and there were sharks there and so many interesting and cool sea life. And it was just what I needed. And it made me reflect on how much we need things like that in our lives to help us step out of the normality that we are experiencing at the moment, right? So if life is feeling a little bit more challenging at the moment and we're doing the same thing over and over each day, we're going to feel more inclined to want to get away from our lives and to jump on a plane and to go somewhere just to escape. And I completely understand when people want to escape. I just don't think a lot of the time it's done in the healthiest way. And when it's not done in a healthy way, we can't really benefit ourselves from that experience. And surely that's what we want. We want to benefit ourselves from the experience of going on holiday, of going somewhere where we haven't been before, of having a new exciting experience that we can build memories from. I came up with something earlier which I hadn't really thought about before, and that is how we escape from our lives every single day. Not the holidays, not going to the Sea Life Centre and having an incredible time, not going for a walk or anything like that, but the negative side of escapism. And this came to me when I was watching part of this incredible EFT summit that I am joining every single day at the moment, and it is blowing my mind. I am like a kid in a candy shop every single day, so excited and raring to go to learn more information so I can help you guys, and I can also use it in my own life. I can help my son with it as well. So yeah, it's just absolutely incredible, but that's a whole other thing, and I'm sure I'll do an episode about that as well. And this came to me whilst I was watching it. When we escape every single day, we're doing it in ways like maybe we are over consuming. So maybe that is with narcotics, maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's food, maybe it's sex. It can be a number of things. It could also be social media. From 1 hour scrolling a day to 6 hours scrolling a day, that's a big difference, right? And if we're scrolling for 6 hours a day, then that would be a red flag for me that somebody needs a hell of a lot of self-love in their lives because they are really looking to step out of whatever they're going through at that moment. And then I thought about why people get so obsessed with having to be part of the conversation when it's something negative. So stay with me here. Think about this for a minute because you might have experienced this yourself. And there is nothing wrong with it. The best thing about self-development is when we notice things and we can challenge ourselves to change them if we see fit, if we feel called to. So something that really gets on my nerves is when I see big conversations about people's love lives. So like celebrities, for example. And you notice that a lot of people want to be involved in that. They want to be right about that, almost like they know these people themselves. And I've never really been able to get my head around it. Why would you want to be so involved in two complete strangers' lives? And why would you want to feel like you know it all about their situation? And then it hit me.
is because if you have gone through something similar yourself, so let's take this recent crazy debacle about Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. And I stay away from this stuff, but it's really difficult to completely stay away from it. You do notice it in your feeds on Instagram and on TikTok, and well, especially TikTok. Don't even get me started. I'm finding ways at the moment where I can just kind of pull myself off that platform, because as much as I love to create and have fun and to have conversation, I've noticed there are other platforms where the conversation is more dynamic and it's more of a debate, a healthy debate, than people that just want to be right, just want to be rude, and just want to put you down. So, I'm an optimist, so I'm obviously going to sway more towards wanting to be in a more positive space than a negative space, because I know that helps me, and it helps me to help you guys as well. Because I don't want to be saying something and it gets taken in the wrong way because the person that reads the thing I've written is not in a good space themselves. So the way they interpret it is not how I necessarily meant it. And I'm sure, because we've all experienced this, that you've experienced that yourself. Even when you're sending a text message to someone and you could really love that person, you could just think that, they are just the best thing since sliced bread, but you've written something, they haven't had great sleep, they haven't eaten great that day, or they're going through some real challenges and they're not necessarily going to take what you've said in the way that you intended it to be taken. So on social media, we see that a lot. There's a whole bunch of strangers having a conversation. And on TikTok, for example, you're limited to how much you can write. So it's almost like people really want to get those frustrating words out there, in that small space of information, so they can really hit home how strongly they're feeling about this subject. And a lot of the times it can cause some difficult conversations. So Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly, whether they did or didn't, right? First off, in my opinion, none of our business. Absolutely none of our business. Not even if the media is talking about it, still none of my business. Because I don't know these people. I do not know the facts. I have only got the story that has been told to me, and that's not been directly from the people's mouths. Therefore, no interest. And if I knew them, I definitely wouldn't be going out there and talking about their personal lives to even my friends, because as a good friend, you would want to keep their personal lives a secret. When people get really excited about that type of a conversation, it's because they have experienced something similar themselves. So let's say a lady makes a comment about that specific conversation, and she's so right about it in her head. She is coming from it in the direction that she was cheated on. She went through the same thing. She loves Megan Fox. Therefore, she is on her side, no matter what. It doesn't matter what Megan's done, and it doesn't matter what Machine Gun Kelly's done. She went out with a narcissistic ex, and she experienced that. So therefore, it is put on that situation. Now times that by 100, times that by 1,000, times that by 1,000,000, you've got a lot of people that are very, very, very upsettingly projecting their own experiences onto two celebrities that just want to live their lives. Now, again, it doesn't matter why Megan Fox posted what she did on her Instagram, or why she followed certain people and unfollowed other people. Oh yeah, I've seen the whole conversation, guys. I know what was said. But really, does that matter? No, it doesn't. What matters is that you may not be feeling like you have clarity or justification in the situation that you experienced that was similar to the situation that you are reading about. So what can we do in these situations instead of just, getting it all out there in like 20 words or something and using all the really negative and powerful words like F this and you're stupid and you know nothing and I'm right and you're wrong. What you can do instead of that is tap. So if I am experiencing a challenging conversation with somebody, or I've received a text message that when I've read it, I don't feel so good. And maybe that's not somebody that I like to share a lot of my personal space with, but they are in my life. And so that would be the perfect example. What would I do which would be the best thing for me so that I can turn up in the best way for other people as well if I receive a text message that riles me up, frustrates me, grates me, and makes me angry? I would do this. And if you want to do this with me, please follow along. And I am going to walk you through this really easy and straightforward tapping script. You start on your side of hand, which is also known as the karate chop point, and just tap along with me. Even though I feel really frustrated by that text message that I just received. Or you can say, even though I feel really frustrated by what I've just read on social media. I deeply and completely love, accept, and empower myself. Even though I feel really, really triggered by what has just come through into my life. I didn't need it here. I didn't ask for that text message. I didn't ask to read what I just did on social media. I know that I am safe, and I deeply and completely love, accept, and I'm here to empower myself. Even though I feel so uncomfortable, I don't know what to do right now. I don't want to make the situation worse. I know right now, right in this moment, I am safe. And I deeply and completely love, accept, and empower myself. Now go to your eyebrow point, which is where your eyebrow starts. I feel so frustrated right now. Side of eye. I don't know what to do about this text message or what I've just read on social media. Under eye. I wish this had never happened. I did not need that right now. Under your nose. What can I do right now to make me feel better? Chin. Well, I can tap and I can take this moment for myself. But how am I going to respond? I don't like confrontation. Collarbone. All these feelings of frustration and resentment and confusion. I don't want to be feeling this right now. Underarm. But I know there's something I can do right now because I've been in this situation before. Top of head. What if I could just take some time for myself right now, rebalance myself, and then make a choice of how I'm going to reply? Eyebrow point. What if I could respond in a way that is compassionate and understanding? Because I know ultimately that means that I stay powerful. Side of eye. What if I could, in this moment, just take a moment to be understanding that maybe I've read this not in the way that it was intended. under eye. What if there's a possibility that the person that wrote that text message is going through something right now? Under the nose. And wouldn't I just really like to continue my awesome day the way it was going and not be so incredibly bothered by this message or whatever I've read on social media? Chin. Yeah, I would. I would really like to just move through my day right now with a big smile on my face, knowing that everything is okay and I am still safe and I'm still powerful in this moment. Collarbone. So I'm going to take a few moments after I stop tapping. I'm going to take a few deep breaths and I'm going to decide to compassionately reply to the person that's texted me or to what I've read on social media. Underarm. And maybe I won't even get back to this person straight away. And maybe I won't even reply on social media because now I think about it, do I really need to? Do I really need to get back to a complete stranger and tell them how passionately I feel about this? Because will they really even hear me? Top of head. So in this moment, I know I have the power to write whatever I'm going to write, and I can do so with complete responsibility, taking complete accountability, and do so in a compassionate way for whoever it is that receives this message and for myself as well. Okay, stop tapping and take a deep breath. And slowly exhale. Oh, goodness me. I haven't received any text messages and I've not read anything on social media that would trigger me today. But even though I haven't received that kind of communication today or been in that situation, I know now that just through tapping in that way, you know, with taking that challenge into consideration, that next time I am faced with that, I will be able to turn up to that situation, to reply to that person in a more positive, compassionate way and a more powerful way where I'm in control, I am balanced, and I am able to approach that person or to approach whatever it is in a way that I have control. Control is so important because we can never, ever, ever change somebody else by telling them to change, by telling them they shouldn't have texted us that message or said what they said, by telling them that they upset us and they shouldn't have done that and they were wrong. But we do have the power to respond in a way that makes sure that we are heard, but also that we don't expect that person to change. Because it's what we say and how we turn up that really makes the difference. I hope that helped today, and please let me know in the comments how you found this. Please leave me a review and let me know if this helped you. And, you know, you can repeat this whenever you want to. So, you know, make sure you come back to this episode if you ever feel that trigger come up for you again, and just tap along. And I will also stick this up on YouTube as well. So you can pop over there and you can save that in your YouTube playlists, and you can always access it as well. Don't forget, I have the best deal going on at the moment, which is 1 month free with me. You're basically getting me as your one-to-one coach for a whole month. So you can see, how we gel, how we work together. For 20 minutes, roughly, every single week, I'm going to be your main cheerleader. I'm going to be there going, you've got this. Let's tap on this. Yes, I'm going to watch you feel more empowered in that moment. And you're going to be able to see the magic happen by tapping with me. So if that's something that interests you, jump over to my website, she'saguidingstar.com, sign up, and let's get this journey started. And I'm so excited to meet you. So have an incredible week, and I will see you soon.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a thing. Your feedback is really important to me, so please leave a review and let me know what you think. Want to take your mindset mastery to the next level? Connect with me on Instagram and TikTok for tapping videos, exclusive content, and more. As an EFT Empress and Mindset Mastery Coach, I have even more to offer you through my membership program. Visit my website and join the community today. You can find me under the handle She's a Guiding Star on all my social media platforms. Don't miss out on the chance to make positive changes in your life and make them stick. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.